Well, it looks like I'm still catching up on rumors from the Senior Bowl. This one comes from Rich Cimini. The New York Jets are high on safety Kyle Hamilton. Jets! All right, guys, welcome in. My name is Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Guys, we're talking a little bit of drama llama, Senior Bowl news, everything you can believe this time of year. But I want to talk about it. I think it's fun and interesting thought experiment. So this one's coming from Rich Cimini. The New York Jets are apparently high on safety out of Notre Dame, Kyle Hamilton. This guy is considered a unicorn caliber prospect. He is 6'4", 220 pounds. He has amazing range. If you haven't seen his highlight tapes, seriously, go take a look at it. This dude toe taps an interception from across the other side of the field in the FSU game, and it is a thing of beauty. Absolute thing of beauty. He runs downhill fast. This guy is absolutely an elite specimen. He is currently number 3 overall on Pro Football Focus's big board. He had 6 games this past year where he recorded 34 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 4 passes defense. Now, he did go out with an injury to his knee in that 7th game, so he wound up not playing the full 7th game, and he did not return for the rest of the season. So we're talking about him. Do the Jets spend a top 10 pick on him? Well, I want to talk about the injury first because that, red flag immediately. We're thinking D. Milliner. We're thinking the injuries we've had the last 2 years. I can understand fans being a little hesitant about a player that has some sort of, injury history. Well, the knee injury, from all accounts, very, very minor. This was a precautionary tale because the Notre Dame Fighting Irish had a player not too long ago who ripped up their knee in Jalen Smith not too long ago, playing in a bowl game, meaningless game, wound up ruining the guy's career, losing millions and millions of dollars because of it. So when someone has a knee injury coming from the same school, know this guy's a top 5 pick. Like, this guy, very, very good player. Really, since he stepped onto the field at Notre Dame. So I think they protected him. I think they wanted to look out for his future. So I'm not concerned about the injury. I think we'll find out more come the combine. We'll check out the medicals, and everything is really going to be good on the injury front. Now, as far as safety, we have 2 top 10 picks, and I want to talk about this in 2 facets, because yes, he could be the 3rd overall player on, Pro Football Focus's big board, but positional value for safety has, middling results. Do you want to take one really high when all the, you could find really good safeties in the mid rounds as well? So value, again, like I've talked about in other videos, is how you have to determine who you're going to draft and how to build your football team. So safety. How has Joe Douglas approached the safety position so far? Well, he traded away former top 10 pick Jamal Adams for the 2 firsts, a 3rd, and Bradley McDougall. We did not, or don't seemingly look like we're going to retain Marcus May after tagging him with the franchise tag this past year and then offering him a longer-term extension at 20% less than that. It seems like that relationship's probably over, so I don't see that going very far. We spent a 3rd-round pick on Ashton Davis just 2 years ago, and then last year we brought in LaMarcus Joyner at about $1 million on a 1-year contract, and then we've had a littering of just Jags across the board as far as Jags, not Jaguars, just a guy. Sorry, acronyms in speech are tough. But we've had a bunch of just sort of roundabout guys playing in our secondary. So, do the Jets get a safety that could play at all 3 levels of this offense, or of this defense? Sorry. The guy's phenomenal. But the one thing about unicorns, this guy's considered a unicorn caliber prospect. Real life, unicorns don't exist. This is scary. This is a very, very high pick for someone that going to impact your team in a meaningful way, more than, say, an offensive lineman, more than an edge rusher, more than, insert any other position here. Because there's not really any safety remotely close to Kyle Hamilton. It's like him, and then I think the next one is Jaquan Brisker, supposed to be end of the 1st round, beginning of the 2nd round or so. So this is a big time step up from the 2nd prospect in safety. I don't know if I could fork over that much assets. And I don't necessarily mean that in a money way, but I think more so in a draft capital way with how much we really need. I am of the opinion that I think you need to surround Zach Wilson as much as possible, because if he does not succeed, it does not matter what happens on the defense. It doesn't matter what happens anywhere else. If he doesn't succeed, this regime's out the door. So I would be a little surprised if we pulled the trigger on a safety. There's a few good guys in free agency, guys like Marcus Williams, guys like Justin Reed, Jesse Bates. I think Jesse Bates probably goes back to the Bengals. I don't see him hitting free agency. Marcus Williams, I heard rumors they wanted to franchise tag him, but they are like $1 zillion over the cap. So I'm not exactly sure how that would work. Justin Reed's interesting. He'll probably be a little bit cheaper. I would probably prefer to go the route of free agent safety as opposed to taking Hamilton at number 4. Now, if you wanted to tell me that Hamilton falls to number 10 and we've already addressed, maybe we like Becton, we took a guard in free agency, we got our edge rusher at number 4 in Thibodeaux or something like that, and now Hamilton has fallen to 10. Okay, look, we were worst in defense in the NFL. I have no problem building up this defense. I just think there's more important positions than drafting safety at number 4 overall. So I would be disappointed at Hamilton at 4 if somehow he makes it to number 10. While it's not the position I necessarily want, if this guy's deemed a generational unicorn caliber prospect, I'm all right with it. I could live with that. I think you just get the best players on the field and you just try to make it work. Get as much talent as you possibly can. We need it. We haven't had a legit game-changing type of safety. A guy like a Ronnie Lott, a Sean Taylor, an Ed Reed. Like, that's what this guy is being built up to be, a Troy Polamalu. But he's got to create turnovers. He's got to create interceptions. He's got to create havoc each and every play to be justified as a top 10 pick. So I would prefer to probably go a different direction other than Kyle Hamilton in the top 10 here. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you want Kyle Hamilton? Do you want to spend number 4 on him? Are you okay with him at number 10? Do you not want him at all? Do you think he goes before we get drafted at, do you think he goes in top 3? That would be pretty nice. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.